What up? Here, let me fix this a little bit. I got this on a little tripod. Get straight. Alright, middle of the day, so not sure how many people are going to be in here, but it's alright. This video is just to basically talk about the adjustable gain mic that I had shown in yesterday's video that was on my quad. So a few of you guys had questions about the mic, where to get it, what kind of mic is it, some things like that. So I'm basically just gonna show you guys the mic in its like raw state, so that way you guys could take a look at it. They're actually available everywhere. I'm sure you guys have seen these on eBay or just somewhere. But yeah, let me flip the camera here and we'll go into talking about this mic in a second. Actually, before I do that, let me pull something up on my computer right here. There is a company I know that sells them, that they're a little bit more expensive than the ones I got, just because I think it goes through like their website. But I could give you the exact specs that they have on it, so that way I don't have to like look it up in general here. So this would be an adjustable gain mic. How are you guys all doing? Pretty good during the middle of the day. Audio mic, yeah, it's an audio mic that I use to listen to what my motors and stuff are doing on my quad, instead of using like the ones that come in the camera or like one of the other external ones. It's just one that I like to use. I don't know. I went through a couple different ones. I just like it because I can adjust the gain to my liking. Let me see if I can. I'm trying to pull this up like to get some specs on it. Ah, here we go. Okay. I will pull this up, and in the meantime here, I'm gonna flip this camera and I will show you guys what I am talking about. Alright, so this is my little rig I got set up so I can show you this stuff. It's not bad. I might do more live videos like this because this works pretty good. So this is the adjustable gain mic that I use. If you guys can see that, it says VCC 2.4 to 5.5 volts adjustable gain. It's got an out, a ground, and a VCC. So what I do is basically you're looking at out is going to be your mic sound that's coming out of here. This is where you want to hook it up to your video transmitter. The out is going to just hook up to where it usually says audio. I use the Unify Pro. It says audio on the Unify Pro, and this is going to be ground. Obviously, you hook this up to like a 5-volt ground, and this is going to go, the VCC is going to go to a 5-volt pad on your flight controller, or on wherever you have 5 volts. Actually, it doesn't really matter. I just always have an empty pad on my flight controller, so I hook it up to there. And then there's these two little holes here, which I actually like, because I use these and I just mount it like inward, sideways, like right behind the motor arm on the standoff. So I don't have it like sticking out, so I'm not getting a lot of wind noise. The problem with the ones that are on the actual camera is it's front facing. You get a lot of like wind noise in there as well. So when I have it towards the inside, I don't get a lot of wind noise. And then what I do, I use like just basic foam you find inside a lot of packaging and everything. This would go like a long ways. Obviously for this guy, I could do a bunch of them. And what I do is I just cut a square out, and I use a soldering iron, and I just kind of melt like a hole inside there for this to just like fit right in to here, and that becomes a nice little windscreen for it. And I just like round it off with a soldering iron, put it on here. You could hot glue it or just glue it on in some sort of way, and you have a nice little windscreen, because honestly this little covered screen doesn't do anything for it. But yeah, it's not a bad mic here. It is a it's adjustable gain, so you can see on the back here there is a little screw right there, and you could turn that to adjust your gain. So that's the main reason I like about it. When I have it like this on the quad, it's easy to access the little adjustable gain port here. Nothing's really gonna happen to this. You don't need to shrink wrap it or anything. I don't. I have mine pretty exposed. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole mic. This thing says GY Max 4466. That is the actual code of the Max 4466 is the actual code of these mics. So if you're looking up these mics, just look that up. Like I said, you could, like, I think I get this one off eBay. I'll show you guys here if I could slide my computer forward. Let me lift this up. So this one is on a website called Autofruit, and it's basically the same thing. They have their own little like PCB made with their little logo and stuff on it. It's the same exact thing. Max 4466. You can see size reference next to a quarter, and there's like the info on it. You can see if you buy one, it's $6.95. 10 or more, it drops a little. I mean, I don't know who's going to be buying like 100 plus of these things, but never know. Kind of talks about it here. Yeah, you could totally check this out. I'll put a link to this actually in my description after I do this live video. I'm not very good at the descriptions and stuff on this thing, but let me get all set up back over here. Hey, there we go. But yeah, so that's I'm talking about the adjustable gain mic. Nothing really to it, but it's definitely a game changer, especially if you're flying like up hills, long range, or anything. I mean, even like proximity. If you're going like through a parking garage or something, or behind something, and you know you might not be able to hear what's going on, then having a mic is totally useful for that. If you're flying with your friends, there's like 2 or 3 quads up in the air at the same time, and that's, you know, getting a little disorientated. You know what I'm talking about. If you're getting, yeah, like too much feedback from all the quads and everything, then, yeah, it's good to have. You have a mic in your ear, and you can hear exactly what's going on with your quad. So, it helps from that standpoint. It also helps me know what's going on. Disorientating. Yes, disorientating. I think I don't know if I said that first time. I just counter-judged myself. Feels right or not. But yeah, so it does help. Like having a mic while you're flying definitely helps. There's a reason why there is an audio port on these things, and you should take advantage of it. Now, the only thing I do have to talk is if you are using smart audio. From what I know is that some people say you can use a mic with smart audio. Some people say you can't. I have never used smart audio, so I'm not sure. But I do know that's also to say that there's like a weird noise that comes from smart audio if you get a mic to also work with smart audio. So what I'm thinking that they're doing is that they're using the audio port and they're running basically one going to their mic, one going to smart audio. When that is doing like the talking and everything, it's making like some weird noises for them in their ear. So to my knowledge, that's my guess on why the smart audio has like some weird noises and maybe some issues or something when it's done. But I've never done it myself. I know a lot of guys use audio. It seems like it's pretty useful, but yeah, just for me, if I fly usually like I just have one channel. If I have to change the channel, I can do it real quick on the VTX, and everything else I leave exactly the same. So I never have to really like mess with smart audio a lot. But I know guys that race and everything, I'm sure it's like super useful for them. They could go in there, they could change channels, they could do all that stuff on the fly, and yeah, especially having audio and everything would be nice at a race. So especially with everything buzzing around. Yeah. That's the only scenario I could see it being useful in, and having to use like a splitter or something, or like one of the guys, I can't find your name now, just said that the Unify Pro I guess has 2 pads for that. So I never paid attention to that. I think I had old Unifys that only 1 audio pad or something, if that makes sense. But last time I looked, I don't know, I don't use it. So anyways, I'll open this up for discussions. I have a link for the mic. The actual the actual screen stuff I was showing you guys right now from Adafruit.com. They have that mic on there. Once I get done with this live video, I'll update the description with like the links and everything on there. It's way easier for me to do a computer than here on the phone when I'm doing the live videos. So I'll update the link, put their mic on there. It's the easiest to find. It's always in stock. But like I said, it's a Max MAX4466, and you could find it literally like on everywhere. eBay, like I'm sure you can go on like a AliExpress, probably has them on there. Any of those type of places. Just Google search it, it'll come for sure. But yeah, that's the whole story with this mic here. Yeah, it is a little big, but it does a good job. I like it, and I haven't had any issues with it. Nothing. It can take beatings to get hit and everything. It's a strong thing. There you go. See, Samara already on there. Yeah, 2 for $10. Yeah, you can find them. Well, yeah, that's what I really do with it. Another thing you could actually do. I'm sorry, I was saying I don't really put like shrink wrap or anything on here. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll carefully put hot glue around this, not to get it on the part that you need to adjust the mic, and then I heat it up with the heat gun, so it kind of just looks like a water sealed barrier on top of this that holds all these little pieces on here. Because you can see there's like so many little pieces on there. No, the camera doesn't really want to do that. But yeah, so anything else that's going on? Actually, I think the one, now that I say this, so this one has like little chips that are, you can see they're sticking up quite a bit. That's why I glue it. The one here, I'll just pull this in front real quick. The one here from Adafruit seems to have like more of like a flush mount type of components on the board, which does make it kind of nice. So yeah, maybe, you know, if there's a little bit more, maybe that justifies the price a little bit, to have it a little bit better setup with the flush mounts on there. I lead on the yard, so do what I want. Go rip at the yard. Alright guys, so that was pretty much it. That was, figured this would be the best way to do the video. For those of the guys that missed it, they could easily find this when they get home or whatever. And for you guys that want to see everything live, that may have had questions about it, we could chat right now and kind of figure out any questions you guys had, or where to get it and whatnot. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Glad you guys were able to join me in the middle of the day. It's the middle of the day for me. I don't know what time it is for most of you guys, but yeah, it's Friday. I'm sure all you guys are gonna be flying on the weekend and having fun. So I'll be working still tomorrow. Anyways, guys have a good one. Peace.